But now, a round of applause, please, for the star of Kosh Boys, Turn the Key Softly, The Good Die Young, and various other films you've probably never heard of. You don't know who I'm talking about, do you? But what if I mention The Stud or The Bitch and similar tacky classics? Yes, of course, it's Joan Collins, isn't it? Dear old Joan, who in Dynasty, or as I fondly remember it, Die Nasty, gave hope to all women of a certain age by showing that even at 50 plus, a girl could still slink around in a tight-fitting dress and eyelashes 3 feet long. She hasn't been in a movie for 11 years, but next month she makes her comeback with a distinctly odd satirical comedy, Decadence, in which she stars with the writer and director Stephen Berkoff. Here's what she and he had to tell me about it.
What are you doing tomorrow, darling?
It started off as a play, and then I felt that I wanted to work in movies. And I felt that my own material was very kind of volatile and was very suitable material for movie.
How sweet of you to come on time. Bastard.
About 4 years ago, he told me about Decadence, which I'd not seen, and he sent me the play to read. And I thought, my God, first of all, it's such difficult dialogue, and second of all, it's quite dirty. I mean, there's a lot of naughty, naughty words in it. So I said, oh God, Stephen, I can't foresee how this could possibly translate into a film because it is so wordy, there's so much verbiage. He then said, well, I've done a script, and he sent me the script, and I read the script, and we read it together in my drawing room, and I really loved it. And I saw that the way that he writes words, and I had been starved of words because I hadn't had very good words to say for the past several years because Dynasty, those words were not too hot.
It wasn't Shakespeare, was it?
No.
Sweet darling, my, you do look divine. I've been so bored tearing around to find out just what would enchant you to eat me for breakfast. Charmant, n'est-ce pas?
I felt that film had lacked language. There was a kind of a common cliche that if it's too, verbal, it won't work. It's too theatrical. That's a common cliche that has been always heaped on it. But I feel that language is a fascinating form, and I love using language. And I felt that this would work for film.
How decadent, darling. How simply fab, divine and rare to gobble the waiter with your husband lying there. How splendid, spiffing, whizzo, fab and gear.
It's the most enchanting story that ever I did hear.
It's a satire, presumably, on modern society.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a satire, and it's a lampoon. It's the desire to take experience and to take a theatrical and film experience to its limits. It's the desire to stretch, to take things, to distort, like a cartoonist, like a Gerald Scarfe. And as such, it penetrates and it can be more revealing of its subject than if we merely reproduce them in everyday kind of language and everyday life.
Darling.
Stop it.
Darling.
Stop it.
Darling.
Stop it.
Darling.
Stop it.
It touches upon how the Thatcher era, which is when this was created and conceived, was responsible for the decline of a certain kind of moral standard in England, and on one hand, a rising in people who just came from what was like the me generation. Me, I want.
More champagne! Idiot brandy!
The intention is to shock in the sense of shocking people into thinking, hey, look what is actually going on around us.
I don't think it's to shock at all. I think the intention with, most things today is to entertain. It was enormously successful, as you know, as a play, both in England and in America and all over the world.
It allows the actor to really express himself and to really have a kind of a running jump at the part, which naturalistic language doesn't always give you.
Sorry, darling.
Don't apologize. It's been a wonderful night.
Well, there's an actor expressing himself all right.